So that's what one of these made-for-video Bruce Willis movies is like. Hey everybody, what's going on? I needed something to watch, and I made the mistake of watching Breach on Amazon Prime. This movie stars Bruce Willis, and you could say it has Thomas Jane in it as well. Look, I'm gonna spoil this movie because it's dumb, and I want to save you from watching it, but I can have a little fun ripping it apart, right? Okay. What you have is the Earth is dying. There's some plague, and it was like 2244 or something like that. It's in the future, and the Earth is dying, and they're going to New Earth, and this is the last shuttle going, but they have to check people. There's viruses. So anyway, you have these characters. You have Haley, who is pregnant, and Noah, who's the daddy, but Haley is also the daughter of the admiral of the ship, played by Thomas Jane, who Thomas Jane by far is the best part of this movie, even though he's not in it very much, because he's cryo-frozen most of the time. But he doesn't know that Noah is the daddy, and Noah is technically a stowaway on this ship, even though he becomes a janitor and is gonna take care of the ship for the time that they're on it. But anyway, they leave on the ship, and Bruce Willis, his character Clay, ends up being basically the boss of Noah, and he makes Noah do all the work while he drinks all day. And then there's this series of events that happen where you see somebody sneak something into the ship, and of course it's probably going to be some creature or something, and of course it's or something. But Noah, the main character, by the way, his pregnant girl is in cryostasis for most of the movie as well. But halfway through the trip, Noah begins noticing strange things happening with Clay and some of the other crew members, but it turns out that they're not really trying to sabotage the ship or anything. No, they're making moonshine. They just want to get drunk. So anyway, but then as that's going on, the person that snuck the thing on the ship, well, the thing starts attacking crew members, and it turns out it's a parasite that takes control of these people, and they basically become space zombies. They're not. Sometimes they're smart, and sometimes they're dumb. It's funny. Whatever the plot calls for. But anyway, you find out, and this is going to be a plot point. There's this chemical that can apparently burn through everything except the bottle that it's in. Go figure. And then, of course, that's going to be a plot point. I wonder if that's what's going to be able to destroy these things. They make it pretty obvious. Yet, for some reason, you can put it in moonshine, you can drink it, and it's just fine. It's, again, stupid. But you also find out that they can't get in a lot of doors unless you have the Admiral's thumbprint. The Admiral that's in cryostasis, Thomas Jane's character, which, by the way, again, Thomas Jane's character is just so ridiculous. That's why he's good. Just the way he talks like this. It's like that military teacher from Beavis and Butthead in some ways. And it's just like, he was just like, I'm getting paid. I'm just going to have some fun on this set. But anyway, they need his thumbprint. So, of course, our plan is to go get him out of here, and get him to help us, because all the crew's getting taken over, right? And then, of course, they start taking over some of the passengers from the cryostasis as well, so you knew that's going to be a thing, too. But yeah, the plan is to free Thomas Jane's character, see he can help him fight back. Of course, and that's when he's in the movie's fun. When he comes out with his soldiers who were just ready to kill with their laser guns and stuff, that it's fun for like 5 minutes. Then of course, Thomas Jane just like, I've been on this movie set enough. It's time to sacrifice myself. Boom, and tries to sacrifice himself to blow up everything. But of course, he ends up becoming a part of this collective of these creatures, and they still have his thumbprint and can open doors and everything. It's kind of funny. Anyway, the creatures are trying to speed up the ship, get to New Earth, Earth 2, whatever you want to call it. And of course, because this is a Bruce Willis movie, he has to Armageddon himself and save everybody. I'm gonna blow up the ship. You guys get out of here. And they get out of here, and they do make it to New Earth while he blows up the ship. And of course, because it's a stupid movie, we have to have an ending where, oh no, the aliens are already on New Earth. So yeah, they get to New Earth, but what do you know? Surprise, surprise, the creatures are already there. And there's war on Earth. Of course, this movie tries to have this whole message of, we're stupid humans and we destroy our planet, so we shouldn't be able to go to another planet. We should have just died on Earth. And of course, that's going to lead to a new planet where things are already being destroyed. And there's already a war going on. And of course, the character, that wasn't the main star of the movie, even though he was the main character, he's just like, yeah, we're going to burn them all. Like, he's tough like Bruce Willis' character now. And God, this movie is dumb. This movie is dumb. It's an hour and a half, and it tries to be Aliens, and it's just, it does not work. I'm sitting here just going, just move along already. By the time something really starts happening, I mean, yes, you get a little bit of the setup with this parasite alien creature, whatever it is, but you've just got this whole thing where it's like, oh, we think that Bruce Willis's character is involved. He's going to blow up the ship. Oh, no, but he's making booze. And and then it's like halfway through the movie, and you're just like, get going already. And then, of course, when it gets going, it just gets dumb. It's not worth watching. I don't recommend it. Thomas Jane's character's fun, but he's not in it enough. Again, he's in it like right at the first. They introduce him. He goes into cryostasis, and they don't get him out until there's like 20 minutes left on the movie. And then he dies very quickly. But yeah, this was a paycheck for Bruce Willis. That's all it is. They needed Bruce Willis. Granted, he doesn't do, it's not like a cameo like or he's not like the poster child of a movie like Steven Seagal is, but then he's barely in the movie. Bruce Willis is in the movie, but it's just like, oh, what do you know? Bruce Willis's character, he's a janitor here, but he used to be a special forces guy. But really, doesn't matter, because everyone seems to be able, even the doctors and everything seem to be able to shoot. The movie's just kind of lame. There's way better sci-fi movies out there, and I can't, for free on Amazon, I can't even recommend it. I felt like I wasted my time, and you know what? I think I've wasted too much time talking about it, so that's it.